Hi there everyone, it's Gloria Kremer from Oakville, Canada, and today we are going to be making this card right here. So let's get started. I haven't really decided what sort of background I'm going to do. I wanted to do it something different. Now the first one I did was using the mask, and I did get new masks, so let me pull those out. So I did get some new masks. These are from the new catalog. And I'm thinking one of these could work. I think that one's going to be busy. This one's going to be really difficult. Let's try this one. I think this one might work. Okay. Now, of course, I need to find my blending brush, or brushes, and I can't really seem to find it. Oh, here, we'll use this one. Okay, so this is called a corner easel card. So again, it's a square. I think it's 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Let me just measure just to be sure. Yes, this is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And that's the inside. And you can see that it looks very pretty once it's all put together. Okay, so let's get started. We are using the Rainbows of Happiness bundle. And with this kit, I did not cut the piece that you have to do for the front, only because I wanted to leave you with the option to do whatever it is that you want with it. So we're gonna hold this down. I think I'm gonna tape it on the sides here to sort of keep it from shifting around. And I'm gonna use maybe one more piece. And I'm going to use Pool Party for my ink. Now you can use whatever color you want. You can use more than one color if you want. But again, this is just what I'm using. So I'm just going to pull some color. You know what? We could even do more than one color if we wanted to. So let's try a green with it. Let's try, what do we have that's light? Let's try this one. So I'm going to clean this off. Let's see if we can get some green in there. What color should we use last? So this background will look very different from the one that's in my sample. I just want to show you that you don't always have to do exactly what I do. You can just all right. So I'm thinking this is, let's see what it looks like. Isn't this awesome? Oh my gosh, I think this looks really cool. I wasn't sure what it was gonna look like. But I think it looks awesome. So I ended up using Pool Party Mint Macaron, oh no, Soft Seafoam, and So Saffron for this background. I may have to go and change the color of my rainbow thingies. Okay, so once you have your piece done, you're gonna slice it in half. So if you have a Stampin' Up! Trimmer, it makes cutting it diagonally really easy. So I put it corner to corner. Make sure your corners are right in that that little groove there, and then just bring it down just like that. So there's our two pieces cut. I'm so excited. This is gonna look so awesome. Okay, next we're gonna mount it onto our triangle pieces. And when you're mounting it onto your triangle pieces here, you're gonna put it right up to the edge. So this edge is gonna go, this long edge is gonna go right up to the edge. So like that and like that. Okay. I'm gonna use my big tape runner for this. Dog hair on everything all the time. There we go. So we're going to line this to the edge. Oh, so I should probably tell you what size these are. Okay, so this Pool Party piece was a 4 by 4 square, which I cut in half, and then the white one would be 3 3/4. And again, that's a square. You just cut in half diagonally. Again, if you have a Stampin' Up! Trimmer, it makes cutting them in half really, really easy. I'm just going to line this up edge to edge, leaving us a 1/8 of an inch border. And then we're going to take this and we're going to add this to our card base. And you can see where the score line is. You're just going to literally put it right above where the score line is. I apologize. My hands and fingers have been so dry, so my nails are looking horrible. Like, absolutely horrible. I'm totally embarrassed by them. I think with the winter, the weather, I'm outside all the time. I'm a dog walker, so I'm outside all the time. My hands get so dry from the weather, and then you're washing and sanitizing after every client. So my hands are looking horrible, so I do apologize that you have to look at these ugly hands. So the mask that I used is from the mini catalog, and it is called Butterflies and Flowers, and it actually comes with, so it comes with this one. It comes with these flowers that you can then put, I think you can like add stuff to these ones. They all coordinate. It's really kind of cool. I think this one would be the only one that would be kind of difficult to do, because you can't, it's not as stiff as the other ones. It's because of the way it's cut. So I think if I were to use this, I would have to use color in a spritzer. And then there's this pretty doily looking one. So when you get those, it comes with 6 different masks, which is really cool. Okay, so we're gonna, let's stamp the inside of our card here. Again, I'm gonna use the pink hearts. And then we're going to mount this piece onto our pool party piece. So almost everything I use, I would say about 97% of the stuff that I use is from Stampin' Up. Occasionally I'll find something that is not Stampin' Up, but I love anyways. This advanced tape glider is one of those things that I absolutely love and that I've had forever. So if you make a lot of cards, this is what you need to get. Because literally the tape lasts forever. I think I can usually go an entire month. Maybe even 2 before I have to change it. But then again, I make a lot of cards. So, okay, our next step is we're going to mount this onto the inside. This would stand up like this. Okay, now we're going to grab our little clouds here. I'm going to glue one down and then pop one up. My dogs have been so good. And the funny thing is, usually we walk them around 10 o'clock, so I know they're waiting for my husband to finish on his calls so that we can go. And I swear they can tell time because they know as soon as it's like 10 o'clock, they start getting kind of antsy. So that's going to hold up our card. And then we can start working on the other pieces of our card. So we're going to put this piece aside. We're going to take this square piece here and we're going to start stamping the arches for our card. Now I think I'm gonna stamp my first one using the polished pink. Let's put down our first arch. I'm still sort of trying to decide what other colors I'm going to use. And of course I have some ink on my block. And I could just see that it might make a mess. So let's clean that off. Let's put our first arch on. Now, if you have a Stamparatus, and I'm just not using my Stamparatus just because I'm being a little lazy here, but that still looks awesome. The next one I'm going to do, wow, my stomach's really going. I hope you didn't hear that. That was a little embarrassing. Okay, the next one I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do the yellow because I want to be able to tie, this is so saffron, I want to sort of be able to tie in the colors with what I have on my background. So let's see if this will work. So this is, oh gosh, that scared me. So there's the yellow. My rainbow isn't exactly perfect there. And then the last one, I think I'm gonna use the seafoam green, or maybe I'll use pool party. No, let's try the green. Okay, let's see. I wonder if that'll be too light. Oh well, we are gonna go with it. So we're gonna try it with the seafoam green. It might be a little light, but we'll see. Yeah, I think that looks okay. All right, that works. So because I used the So Saffron and the Seafoam Green for my background, I really wanted sort of to pull those colors back into my main piece here. So I think it worked out really well. Next, we're gonna take this stamp here. And we're gonna use, I wanted to sort of show up on this pool party piece. So I'm gonna use Bermuda Bay for it. Instead of using sort of like a tone on tone. Instead of like using pool party on pool party, I'm gonna use a slightly darker color on the pool party. So I'm going to use this stamp here. It says, "You make me happy." And it's kind of messy with all the ink on it, so I'm hoping that I can get this on the first try and it doesn't make a mess. Ooh. Okay, next we're gonna trim it, and then we're gonna I'm just gonna trim a bit off there. And then I'm using this punch here to do my edge. Okay, and then we're gonna pop this up. Now if you want, like, I'm thinking I'm gonna put this a little higher because I don't want to show how uneven my little things are over there. Oh, I forgot to use this stamp here. Okay, so let's use this. Let's use this stamp, and I'm gonna do it in I think I'm gonna do it in mango. Because I want a bit of orange in there. Oh, my ink pad's not looking so good. I don't think I've ever even used this one. Okay. So, I'm gonna change that. Let's try. I want to still use sort of like an orangey color. I don't know if pumpkin pie will be too orange. Oh gosh, decisions. I'm worried that if I go and put pool party on top of that, it's gonna look kind of green. You know what, let's try pale papaya. I don't know if it's gonna show up, but it might just be really light. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay. Next, we're going to put down our sentiment. I just trim it just a bit here. And I'm going to put my sentiment across the bottom of my rainbow because I don't want to see how uneven that is. There we go. We're going to add our little cloud here. And this one I'm just going to glue it down. And then we have our rhinestones. And then we're going to glue that piece on. And then we're almost done. And then our last part is we're going to put it literally corner to corner. And we're going to glue down the bottom half. So if you have a ruler, the easiest way to do this is to do corner to corner. Take your pencil and draw a faint line. And just remember, you're going to do the bottom half there. So line it up corner to corner. And you can't go wrong. So there is our finished card. You can see the difference. I think I actually like this one more because of the background. I think doing this sort of rainbow background with the mask looks really cool. And that's all done. So thanks again for joining me. Happy Wednesday. And stay tuned. Oh gosh, dog hair on everything. Stay tuned. I have 2 more cards. One is a shaker. So yeah. See you soon.